Before noon. Good morning, everybody.
All right, everyone, we do have Coach Tibesar now, so when you're ready, please ask your first question.
Hey, Tim, when you're looking at Delora from Washington State, how much do you look at his high school video? Do you look at all at that, or and how do you view him from what you know?
Yeah, obviously we're able to go back and look at some of his high school film because that's the only film on him that's available. And obviously we're not looking at every single game that he played in his entire high school career, but we're looking at some of the games that he played last year as a senior and taking a look and see what his skill set is.
When you think of run and shoot, pass is the first thing that comes to mind, but then they have Max Borghi. What do you think changed with his game from a year ago?
Well, the run and shoot is very different from the air raid and philosophically, and then how the offense runs, even though they're using basically the same personnel groups. And so I think the run and shoot does have a more of an emphasis on running the football. Coach Rolovich and their offensive staff at Hawaii had a much more diverse running game with different types of run plays than Washington State has used in the past. Max is an excellent player, and so I think that will benefit him in the run game. However, the air raid utilized the tailback a lot as a receiver, whereas the run and shoot does not. And so it'll be interesting to see how they blend those two.
How closely do you expect their offense to look like Hawaii's from last year?
Well, right now it's all just pure speculation. So we're going to get prepared for what they've done in the past as an offensive staff, and then we'll make adjustments on game day as necessary.
Tim, how often have you had to evaluate an opposing quarterback off his high school tape in the past, and how do you kind of, take what you need out of that, kind of factoring in the level of competition?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Oh, I said, how often have you had to evaluate an opposing quarterback just off of high school tape before? Have you had to do that often?
No, it's pretty rare that this is the first start of the year. And so even if you have a true freshman that you're playing, unless it's the first game, the only time you really have to go back and look at high school film is in this scenario. And so it has not happened very often in my career where you go back and look at high school film, because 3 games from now, nobody's going to be looking at Delora's high school film. They're going to be looking at the first 3 games that he played this year.
How much does it look like he runs?
What do you mean? How much does he run?
Delora, they said he's almost like a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, if you watched his high school tape and took a look at it, he's a good athlete, and he's capable of pulling the ball down and run. And St. Louis used him on some quarterback design runs.
Where he's such a young quarterback, is your linebacker corps kind of excited to introduce him to the game of college football? You think they're going to attack him and blitz him on the regular, or?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're going to attack their scheme and their quarterback, and we'll see how he handles pressure. We'll see how he handles coverage, and we'll just see what he's ready to deal with. And then if we can find a weakness, we'll keep trying to attack it. Thank you, guys.